slope-intercept form. So I have my graph paper over here with a ruler and some markers to write on the graph paper because this is regular paper. And then my whiteboard, I'll work out the problems over here. I did darken these lines a little bit only because you may not be able to see the whole grid line, but this is actual graph paper. However, you can make your own graph paper on regular paper by just drawing lines, but the green is Y and the blue is X. So just so we're aware, this will hopefully help when we actually graph it, that you see where I'm going. So, all right. So the first thing that you need to think about or make sure of when you're graphing lines in slope-intercept form is that slope-intercept form is Y equals mx plus b. If you've been learning this, this should look familiar. Y equals mx plus b. So the goal is to get your problem, your equation, your expression, whatever they're giving you in this format. And this is how you're able to graph it on the graph paper. There will be a video that shows you how to get expressions into this format, but that will be either before this or after this or whichever. But we're going to do this today. So this is the format that we need to get it into. B is the point of intersection. I hope I'm spelling that correctly. But B is where the point that it starts, okay? So that's either the actual point on the Y or the actual point on the X-axis, okay? The M is usually a fraction. And I'm just going to make up a fraction here. The top number or the numerator is for the Y-axis. My Y's look like 4s. I'm sorry. That's a Y. My Y's look like 4s. The Y-axis, and the denominator is the X-axis. Now, I say this because the numerator is how many spaces you're going up or down, and the denominator is how many points or how many spaces you go left or right. So that's why I'm saying X-axis, because left and right is X-axis, up and down is Y-axis, and that's that. They can be negative or positive, but you know, whichever. So let me just write numerator. I'm a math teacher, not a spelling teacher, so hopefully I spelled that correctly. Sorry if I didn't. Denominator. Sorry, let's get that over now. Okay. So B is the point of intersection. The M is a fraction, and the numerator is along the Y-axis. The denominator is along the X-axis. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, I should be able to leave that there because I should have enough space. All right, so the first one we're going to look at, the first problem we're going to look at is Y equals negative X plus 2. I'm going to try to keep some tails on my Y so they don't look like 4s. So Y equals negative X plus 2. Now remember, when it's a negative variable, there's really a 1 in there. So let's rewrite it. Y equals negative 1 X plus 2. Okay? And remember, we need to get the M to be a fraction. So every whole number is actually that number over 1. So when I teach this to my students, I actually suggest that they actually write it out so that they can see the whole thing. Okay? So we have our number, where's the point of intersection, our starting point. We have our numerator and our denominator that shows us the Y-axis and the X-axis. Okay? So let's graph this. So we have 2. So this 2 is for the Y-axis. So let me switch to hopefully purple shows up. Okay, I did not number my graph, but you know, hopefully everybody gets that. Okay. So negative 2 is on the Y-axis, or I'm sorry, that's positive 2. Positive 2 is on the Y-axis, that is where we start. So this is 0, so 1, 2. I'm going to make a pretty big dot. Yep, you can see it, good. All right, then we have negative 1 and 1. So this is negative 1, and it's the top, so we're on the Y-axis. So we're going to go down 1. So here's where we start. We go down 1. And this is positive 1. So we're going to move along the x-axis positively. So we're going to go to the right. So down 1, over 1. We can make a dot right there. Okay. So then let's go the opposite so that we can help, draw our line a little bit. So then we would go up 1 and over 1. So since we went down 1, right 1, we're going to go up 1, left 1. Okay, and that's just to help us make the line. Hopefully it doesn't confuse you. So let's go back to this one. Let's go back to down 1, over 1, down 1, over 1, down 1, over 1, down 1, over 1, and again, and again, and again. The number of dots you draw, sometimes your teacher tells you how many, sometimes you get to pick. I just drew enough so that you could see it because I know that you can't really see the lines here. So we're going to take a ruler, line them up the best we can. There's our line. So that is y equals negative x plus 2 graph. Okay. Let's do y equals 4 thirds x minus 4. Okay. Remember, this is our y-intercept, so that's where we start. We have positive, positive, so we're going to go up 4 and to the right 3. Okay? First, let's count 4 and see if this shows up. Negative 4. Okay, we're on the y-axis, and it's negative, so we're going to go down. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that show up? Hopefully that shows up. Hopefully it shows up brown. Hopefully. All right, so here's where we are. So we need to go up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then over to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I don't know. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. I'm going to switch to a lighter color for the next one, but just bear with me here. All right, so let's go up another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, over 3. 1, 2, 3. And I know you can't really see it, you may not be able to see it, but I have actual graph paper, so I'm actually counting the lines and the lines. Okay, or you can kind of see it right there, yeah. So I'm actually counting the lines. So let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up 4, over 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to do another one just for good measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm going to take my ruler. Make sure my lines are as straight as possible. And connect the dots. Okay? So this line is the second problem. So this is on the y-axis. If it helps you out, you can do this. So it's plus -2. So -2 is the point where it intersects the y-axis. Remember, whole numbers really have a 1 underneath it. So we're going to go up 3 on the y, over 1 to the right, 1 on the x. Okay? Now, let's do it on the paper. -2 is where we intersect. 1, 2. Does that show up? Kind of, yes. Kind of, yes. Okay. And then we need to go up 3. So 1, 2, 3. here and over 1. Oh, I didn't mean to do that one, sorry. All right, so right here, then up 3, 1, 2, 3, over 1. 1, 2, 3, over 1. 1, 2, 3, over 1. All right, that should be enough. There we are. There is our line for number 4. Okay, so hopefully this helped. Hopefully you see now how to graph a line that is in slope intercept form, because y equals m plus b. Hopefully this helped. If it did, let us know. If it didn't, let us know. If you have any other questions, just like always, make sure you check the link in the description box, and there will be a link to the page on our website where you can submit more questions like this if you have them. All right, thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Bye.